Right, this is my last ditch kit. If things really do go bad and you wanted one small thing to grab and run, this is it. Max Edition pouch I was lucky enough to win from edc.co.uk. Got a full blanket in there, obviously for retaining body heat and shelter purposes. Just a simple pouch. What we got inside, obviously for fire lighting capabilities, they're all waterproof, sealed, so they're good. Cold Steel Recon 1 Tanto. Now, if you're talking proper last ditch survival tools, you really do need to test them out before you make that decision to pack it. As you can see, I've given this a really good test. It's Oz 8 steel, which means as far as I know it's not going to really rust. It's strong as anything, it really is strong. Use a diamond sharpener to sharpen it, and mate, if you want a good survival knife that's not too big, that folds up, I can't see any problems with this. It's got a tri-lock on there, it's really good. One thing I haven't tested yet, because this is quite new, is the Silky Saw. It's the Pocket Boy. So it's not too bad really for size. I mean, I wanted something small to fit into the pouch, obviously, and also it locks back into two positions there. And yeah, that's proper sharp, hardened teeth as well, as you'd expect. So that goes in there. And I've got Ranger bands for fire lighting. I've got 3 strips of those, and I've got a little whatchamacallit, S-Beaner. These are so bright, you wouldn't believe these. They're brilliant pieces of kit, and it gets tethered there so it doesn't get lost. And the main star of the show, which I'm not really going to go into every item in this because I was going to be here all day, but it's just a BCB survival tin. You can obviously boil water in here. It's waterproof lines. It's just a few items in there, but I will do a more in-depth review of every item in there at a later date. So it's just to give some of you guys ideas really, and to get your heads around, you know, things you might have missed to pack yourself. I mean, as I said, this is a proper last ditch thing. You know, you can't put too much stuff in there because of the size, so you really do have to think carefully of how it all goes together. So that's me. That's my little last ditch survival kit. Just a handy size really. Well, this is one of my tactical storage boxes. Just loads of food in it really. The majority of this one is dried, dehydrated, freeze-dried foods, with an exception of a few items which you can eat pretty quick without water. So let's just give you a basic run through really. Some army rations, muesli, crackers, boiled sweets, more chili beef, cooking units. And what I like to do quite a while ago now was just to vacuum seal your food. Obviously these packets inside have air in, so what you do, or what I did, was got a tiny little scalpel or a knife and just done a tiny little nick just to get the air out in there, and then vacuum seal it. And obviously it's foil inside, so man, that ran out December, well, it will run out December 2013, but I believe because I've sealed it in this, you could probably chuck another 5 years in it maybe, as long as you keep it in a cool dark place away from the sun and the heat and freezing temperatures. Should be fine. So I've got loads of those, all different varieties and flavours. Pasta sauce. And a brew kit as well. Loads of different cup of soup drinks in there. Mountain House. Now, because I was quite new to Mountain House at the time, I got what's called a sample pack, which you get all different flavours and different things to try. So the idea is you spend £50 or whatever on, I don't know, 10-20 packets of this stuff, and you find out which ones you like through time. And once you've decided ones you do like, then obviously you're more than welcome to order loads of those. biscuits. Imagine life without biscuits, eh? Not very clever. And do you remember a long time ago I was into the old Festa curries? Well, I've just mixed it all together, like I cook it all together, and just vacuum sealed it with the best before date on there for a laugh, just to give you an idea really of how long extra these will last. That's 1,000 calories in there, and it costs £1 to £1.50. You can get them from Poundland or the Pound Shop for £1. That's great, but the problem with that is the sell-by dates are very near their end. If you spend 50p extra, you've probably got a year, maybe 2 years extra. Put the old seal on there as well, and you can extend it even further. So yeah, there's loads of those, as you can see. I'm not going to just keep repeating the same ones. But rice as well, it's essential. All vacuum sealed, there's no air, water at all in there, it's all gone. And obviously the dates of when it was done on there. And I sort of seal them like easy to stack. You know, you don't want a big bubble shape of it. So it's a good idea to sort of pack them like that way really. Porojotes as well, it's going to last years in there. There's no bending, there's no air. And be very, very careful when you do spaghetti as well, because all around these edges are sharp. So I suggest you actually keep it in its original packaging and a sealy bag on top of that, and then vacuum seal it all. And then you've got pasta for years and years and years in there. Obviously every bag that you use, before you put the vacuum bag on, just put a little puncher in it so the air escapes. You don't want air trapped in there and then seal it all. It's silly. Only silly people will do things like that. Freeze dried onions. I mean, I used some freeze dried onions in that rabbit curry I done last night with roach, and there's loads in there. You won't believe how much it compresses. There's loads. I think there's about 20 packets in there, all in one little pouch. So it's a great idea to save space really. Doesn't look very nice, but dried pineapple pieces, all vacuum packed. And yeah, that's pretty much it guys really. I mean, I can go on forever and ever and ever. Brown rice, you get the idea. So this is the dried box, as it were, with the small ready-to-use pouches, and obviously some large quantities as well. So I think the idea is, I think what we're trying to achieve here is choice. You don't want one big box that's all shrink wrapped, so when you open it you've got to eat it all within a week. These are all individual sizes, you can eat over time, there's no problem at all. So you've got 4 of these boxes in total, got another 2 in the back of the truck with the same sort of stuff in. So I'm not going to bore you and open every single one, I'll just show you 2, got another one over there I'll just get now. Well, this is another box. You don't want to forget stuff like this for hygiene. A little bit goes a long way, so why wouldn't you, you know, pack that? Also bleach as well, killing all sorts of bugs. Little hand sanitizers. An emergency hexi burner with fuel, just in case. Some more of these hot cans, bangers and beans. You know, they're essential for fast eating. They really, really are. You don't need nothing with them. You just open them, pop them, and eat them. Bako foil. Use your imagination. Salt. Not many people tend to pack a lot of salt with them. Salt's a great idea to have in your kit. I know these are a bit posh, but I just really like the taste of this stuff, and it's good quality salt as well. It hasn't been messed around with like the table salt. From what I've been hearing, table salt has very small amounts of aluminium in there to stop the grains sticking together. So if you want to go down the route of you know, aluminium contributes to some extent to Alzheimer's, I'd rather not take the risk and just use natural stuff for me. Speaking of natural stuff, all of the ingredients in these packets are natural as well. I've got a shed load of these, so I've got more at home and the other boxes as well. And the old Mountain House stuff. These will last between 20 and 47 years, I think. And the weight of them as well, it's ridiculous. It doesn't weigh next to nothing. 800 grams, and the amount of food in there is absolutely ridiculous. It really is. So regards of driving distances with weight of kit in the back, you know, you could have all of this filled up with tinned food and it'll weigh probably 7 times the amount this does already, so you could be using more fuel. So I thought it's a good idea to ease up on buying tinned food. I've probably got about 5, maybe 6 months of tinned food at home now, so I'll stop buying them now and just gradually using them, you know, whenever I can. And the money I'm saving buying them, I'm just putting to one side and just buying a couple of these a month till I've got a nice little store. Bee prep, I think Dave's going to be doing a new website soon, so I had a brief chat with him the other day, and he's going to be doing some discounts on Mountain House stuff, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see if I can work with him and get a video out for you guys so you can save some money, because Mountain House is expensive, so you know, times are hard and it's a good idea to save money where you can. So that's basically it in this box. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of it, but quite simple really, just lightweight dried food. And also this is a nice idea as well. It's a heavy duty tarpaulin with a twist. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually metal lined inside there. It's quite heavy, but what that will do is shield you from thermal imaging cameras. So it's quite a decent size here, and it's quite heavy. Over the vehicle, or the majority of the vehicle, you won't see it with the thermal imaging cameras. You're pretty much invisible. So it's a nice little backup to have in the bucket of your truck out of the way. Also, just put some Ranger bands on your paracord bracelet. It's a firelighting option, I mean, why not, eh? Right, that's it now. All of the kit nicely put away in the back. It's not my time really to try and get it neat, because the last thing I do is just throw it in there. And it's just a pain in the backside, just taking it all out and moving it around. Everything's all nice and neat now. Know exactly where everything is, which is the name of the game really. And also, some of you know I had problems with this, keep falling down. So that seemed to help me out this weekend, which was great. So yeah, pretty much leave no trace of it now. But that was at the end of another lovely weekend down here on the south of England, and we've been pretty much okay with the weather, mate, as well, haven't we, really?
Yeah, we did have a day of really heavy rain forecast, but we just didn't get it. A little tiny bit of rain, went out exploring. It's been 3 great days, so thanks very much, Frankie.
No problem at all, mate. And it's been fun having you aboard, mate. It's been nice to bounce ideas off each other, you know. It's a good learning thing, and it's good practice as well, because should the horrible day ever come, you're not going to be worrying and scratching around. You know, you have some sort of practice, an idea of what to expect to take and how to unpack it all, and it's just training really, and a good laugh as well.
So as always, stay funky.
Any comments? Love to hear them. Back soon.